Hello children, this afternoon I am going to teach you grammar. This is third lesson's grammar. Can you tell me what is the lesson name of third one? Third lesson's name. What can $1.11 do? This is the lesson I have taught you in the previous class, right? So that lesson I have completed glossary and vocabulary. These are exercises. These are exercises we are learning. First exercise is glossary, and I have explained them, and vocabulary I have explained them. Today I am going to teach you another exercise, that is grammar. You know very well how to ask questions, right? As your children, more than giving answers to teachers, you do like to ask questions, right? That is the psychology of kids. Today, in this activity, I mean grammar learning activity, I am going to teach you question mark and exclamation mark. See, if you observe properly, you can see the symbol of question mark and exclamation mark. You please try to observe question mark properly, and maybe you will be giving less importance in your writing. Suppose when you are writing a question, what is your name, where are you going, come on, you check once into your books how you have dropped question mark in the end part of the interrogative sentence. See, maybe recklessly or uninterestingly you will be dropping like that. That's not the way. So a particular symbol, see, reverse S, and then dot to the down of the reverse S. This is particular a symbol of question mark, right? Every student has a lot of experience of writing questions in their homework books, right? Every subject has many questions by default, and you go on answering them as homework. So if you observe properly in your textbooks, then you can understand the perfect symbol of question mark. Please try to learn, otherwise you can also write like this. So whatever it may be, that should be beautiful. Nicely and beautifully you have to draw question mark. Did you understand? Next word, exclamation mark. So this exclamation mark is indicated with the symbol of this one, that is in the brackets, right? Reverse I, capital reverse I. But length of the exclamation is somewhat longer than character I, right? Letter I. So today in this class we are going to learn about questions and exclamation marks. If I ask you to write some questions, you can go on writing like this. What is your name? Which class are you studying? Where are you going? Where do you live? Why are you shouting? When will they come? Right? You go on writing many questions, as much as you can, if I ask you to write. Right? But one thing, just its introduction, already you know that, but as it is there in the lesson, I am explaining. So a question mark will be placed in the end part of the interrogative sentence with a beautiful symbol. You should not show any recklessness or uninterest when you are dropping question mark. See, look at the board. I have dropped the question mark here nicely. So, what is your name? Now, go with examples. What is your name? Actually, what is your name? What kind of a sentence is it? There are 4 kinds of sentences. What are they? Number 1, declarative sentence, or assertive sentence, or statement. 3 of them are 1. Second one, interrogative sentence. Third one, imperative sentence. Fourth one, exclamatory sentence. So 4 kinds of sentences are there. Here you can see on the board 2 types of sentences. What are they? See, what is your name? It is actually what kind of a sentence? Don't be troubled. What is this sentence? If I ask you, you may read, what is your name? I am not asking about the sentence. What kind of the sentence? What kind of the sentence it is? So this is interrogative sentence. So what is your name? We are interrogating somebody or some person to know his or her name. So we are interrogating. So questioning. That's why they are called interrogative sentences. What is your name? Okay. Second example. Which is your favorite subject? Which is your favorite subject? See, if you understand clearly, these 2 are called, as I said, interrogative sentence. Please remember this point. These sentences are called interrogative sentences. Okay. Those interrogatives are 2 types again. That is different matter. These questions, these sentences are starting with WH words. That's why these are called WH word questions. So these 2 sentences are what kind of sentences? Come on, say. These are interrogative sentences. Now, the grammar point you have to remember in your mind is interrogative sentences will have question mark in the end. Question mark in the end. So, if you do not pay attention upon question mark in the end part of the interrogative sentence, maybe as they are plain sentences, you can easily put question mark or drop question mark. But in your higher classes, some grammar lessons like active voice, passive voice, reported speech. Of course, in your class itself, reported, active voice, both of them are there. When you are learning, so especially when you are making interrogative sentences into passive voice, then you may forget of dropping question mark. So what I am telling you is, you please concentrate on question mark to drop in the end of the interrogative sentence with all care. Give all care when you are dropping question mark. Did you understand? So that you can, I think you can do it, but as it is a part of the sentence, I am teaching you. Okay, very simple. But one thing I am repeating again: do not drop question mark recklessly. Okay, recklessly means what? Carelessly. Okay, that is what you are learning, and you due importance to drop question mark in the end of interrogative sentences. Okay, did you understand? That's first one is over. Next one, exclamation mark. So already I have told you exclamation mark is represented in this brackets. Reverse small I, right? Line and dot down bottom. See, why you use exclamatory sentences? What is the purpose of using exclamatory sentences? Come on. You use or you speak exclamatory sentences when you are surprised, when you are sad, when you are overjoyous, that means all of them are your feelings, right? To express your feelings, again, feelings are two types, feelings of joy and feelings of sad, right? So, whatever it may be, happiness or sadness, you have certain feelings. So, when you are expressing them, you use exclamation mark. They are called exclamatory sentences. The sentence, see, I have written on the board. Take for example, how beautiful this rose is. How beautiful this rose is. See, exclamatory, ended with exclamatory sentence, ended with exclamation mark. Did you understand? The second one, what a shot, what a shot. So, ended with exclamation mark, so it is called as exclamatory sentence. Suppose, as you are playing cricket, if you hit the ball a sixer, then your friends will go on shouting, what a sixer. Suppose you are watching TV, cricket match. If Virat Kohli strikes the ball into six, how do you shout? You say exactly this exclamatory sentence. What a shot! What a beautiful shot! What a fantastic shot! So you are expressing your feelings of joy through exclamatory sentence. So that's why these are called exclamatory sentences, and these exclamatory sentences ends with exclamation mark. So here in the class I have taught you about two kinds of sentences. What are they? One is interrogative sentence. The second is exclamatory sentences. Did you understand, children? Then you can practice these two kinds of sentences. You can write at least three to five examples of each kind on your own. Okay. And now let's take your textbooks. I'll tell you. So I'm going to read out the exact example that is given in your textbook. Come to the page number 34. Yes. Have you got it? Now I'm going to read out. Read the following conversation, paying special attention to the use of question marks and exclamation marks. See, the instruction also telling you special attention on question marks and exclamation marks. Now, I am going to read out the example. Where is the champion of Israel? Question mark. Shouted Goliath. Let him come and fight with me. See, let him come and fight with me. Exclamation mark. In the end part, exclamation mark. Who is this man? Said David. Again, question mark. Who is this man? Said David. Again, question mark. I'll go and fight him. How stupid you are, Goliath exclaimed. How stupid you are. See, exclamatory mark. Goliath explained. Okay, the content is different. That is the example taken from the Bible. But you please understand how question marks are placed and where exclamatory marks are placed. So in the end part of every interrogative sentence, question mark is placed in a beautiful manner, and in the end part of exclamatory sentence, exclamations are placed in a beautiful manner. So I repeat the point once again. You please, when you are dropping question mark or else exclamatory mark, you please give proper care, sufficient care to them and go on dropping. Okay. Yes. Now you understand from the above sentences that a question ends with a question mark and an exclamatory sentence with an exclamatory mark. That's what I have explained you. I am going to down exercise. Now read the following conversation and use question marks or exclamatory marks wherever necessary. Now I have forgotten to mention one point. Now you come to the conversation In the above example, that is, where is the champion of Israel? Shouted Goliath. Let him come and fight with me. Who is this man? Said David. I'll go and fight him. How stupid you are, Goliath exclaimed. This is called conversation. Conversation means what? A dialogue exchange between two people, right? See, if you observe in this conversation, what can you find? What can you find? Come on, it's easy. That is question mark and exclamation mark. You can find it easy. That means you have to understand when making conversations, conversation writing. So that is writing skill. You must write some sentences with question mark, that is interrogative sentences. You write some sentences with exclamatory mark, that is exclamatory sentences. Did you understand? So in the this lesson plays very important role in writing conversation. As your 6th class children, then you are supposed to develop the quality of writing conversation. So it is one of the writing skills that you are going to learn in this academic year. So understand that when you are writing conversation, try to recall all this listening experience when you are writing conversation. What is that? Mentioning question marks, dropping question marks, and also exclamatory marks. Okay. Now, one conversation has been given as an example, and that exercise is asking us to draw question marks as well as exclamatory marks in the right places. Let us see. Test is saying, I want to buy a miracle. How much does it cost? How much does it cost? What comes over there? Come on, question mark. Why? Because the test is asking about cost. That's why. How much does it cost? Next, the shopkeeper. I am sorry. Test. Why? Why? Sometimes a single word can be acted as a question. Why? Question mark. So in the textbook, by default, they haven't given question marks and exclamatory marks. We have to do it because that is for our practice they have given. Next, the shopkeeper. Because we don't have any medicine like that, like a miracle. Test. What a pity. What a pity. See that? What a pity. That ends with exclamation mark. That comes with ends with exclamation mark. So, like this, you can develop your conversation writing skills. Do you understand? I think you have understood this part of explanation nicely, right? And then I'm going to explain you the second exercise, that is contracted forms and possessive forms. Possessive forms and contractive forms. Let us see. Come on. Please keep on holding, keep on watching, and I'm going to rub this one. Now we are going to learn another examples. Now we are going to learn another exercise, that is possessive forms. Possessive forms. Next, contracted forms. Contracted forms. See, two types of words you are going to learn in this class. Okay, possessive forms and contracted forms. Come on, take your books, come to the page number 35, second Roman. Apostrophe in possessive case of nouns and contractions. Apostrophe. Have you heard this punctuation mark? This is called apostrophe. It's like comma. It exactly looks like comma, but not comma. Comma comes downside of the word, but apostrophe comes upside, okay, on the top. I'll write some examples. You keep on watching and listening. See, I read the following passage. Andrews, A-N-D-R-E-W. Come on, what is that small dot? That is called apostrophe. That is, it looks like comma, but you should not say comma. That name is apostrophe. What is that? Apostrophe. Andrew's disease worried Tess' parents. See, again, Tess after a possessive case. Parents, because they did not have enough money for their treatment. Tess heard her father's words. Father, F-A-T-H-E-R, apostrophe S. Father's words. She decided to buy a miracle to cure her brother's disease. She went to the medical store to buy the medicine. The shopkeeper said, "We don't sell miracles here. I'm sorry." See, those letters which are given in bold size have apostrophes. So this apostrophe works in two ways. Possessive form, it works as possessive case. It works as contracted forms. Okay, now I'll go with some examples. Did you understand? So in this paragraph, what did you understand? In this paragraph, some words are given in bold letters, and those bold letters have apostrophes, right? Some of them are possessive forms and some of them are contracted forms. Up to this point it is easy. I have just mentioned a comma-like object and I'm pronouncing that as apostrophe. Up to this point is very easy. But how can you say that it is possessive case and how can you say that it is contracted case? Now I teach you, please listen carefully. Okay. Now I'll go with simple example. Suppose noun. Columns. So what is it? Apostrophe. Columns. Columns, book. What does it mean? Kalam's book. That means this is the book of Kalam. This is the book of Kalam. This book belongs to Kalam. Right? Kalam's book. Next. So many are there. Mother's advice. Mother's advice. Mother's advice. That means that that advice has been given by mother. So mother's advice. So what it is telling is possessiveness. Possessive means have. Have. Okay. Suppose you know that I have a car. Ravi has a car. For example, Ravi has a car. Okay. You can understand very easily. That is, you know that Ravi has a car. That means Ravi, a man, and he has car. He has brought a car. So now he is enjoying his car. So Ravi has a car. Now you write the same example using this possessive form. How can you write? It is Ravi's car. It is Ravi's car. How can you say that? Ravi's car. Did you understand? So, in these two examples, what do you understand? Simple. These objects are belongs to these persons. You understand? All of them are nouns. See, Kalam, mother, Ravi. They are nouns. So possessive form is used with nouns. That is the main point you have to understand. So here in the paragraph, Andrew. Andrew is, what is it? Noun, right? So possessive apostrophe is used with noun. That's why it is called possessive form. Did you understand? Next word, Tess parents. What is Tess? Tess, what is Tess? Tess is also a noun. Here also apostrophe used, and that case is also possessive form. Next word, father's words. In the second line, father's words. What is father? Father is also noun. So apostrophe is used with noun. That's why it is called as possessive form. Next, brother's disease. In the third line, brother's disease. So brother is noun. So apostrophe is used with noun. So it is possessive form. Okay. But see, come on. Still two examples are there. We don't. I'm sorry. We don't. I'm sorry. See here, this is not possessive case. I explain you. Come on. First one, don't. That means what? Do not. Second case, I'm. That means what? I am. So contracted form, it is called contracted form. So what is it actually? It is used with verbs, right? See, what is do? In the column of verbs, it comes. That is called contracted form. See, do not. Contract means what? Simple. Remove. You can understand better. Remove. Contract means remove. See here, what is removed? Do not. Here O is removed, right? So O is not kept over there. O is removed. This is full form actually. I am. So I'm. Don't. I'm. Don't. I'm. That is what given. Now you read lost line. Lost line. See, we don't sell miracles here. I'm sorry. We don't sell miracles here. I'm sorry. What is I'm? I am. So here A is cancelled. Here O is cancelled. When you go with contracted forms, some letters are removed. Grammarians have implemented this step, this exercise or whatever you call. So it is the convention of grammar. Do you understand? So when you see apostrophes with verbs, you can recognize them as contracted forms. You can recognize them as contracted forms. Do you understand? Not only this one, many more cases are there. So did you learn how to identify possessive forms and contracted forms? Yes, you understood and you have learned how to identify. How you can identify? When you see apostrophe with nouns, it is called possessive form. When you see apostrophe with other than nouns, that may be verbs, or you can say that as contracted forms. Sometimes it is used with contracted forms, also will have, it goes with all like adjectives and names. Suppose you see Sikandrabad, those people will write Sekbad. So see all these or some letters will come here, but all of them cancelled due to the presence of apostrophe. Sikandrabad, Sekbad. So this is noun completely. Okay. So but what is here? When the object is beside the noun and apostrophe is present, you can see, then understand it is a possessive case because that object belongs to that. This case is different. Okay. Maybe these contracted forms will come in the nouns, the verbs, or else not like adverbs like that. Okay. So sometimes honorable. I think you have seen. See, more letters are cancelled here. That is, you can say that is a kind of advantage. It's great advantage, right? So this is contracted forms. Did you understand, children? So you keep on practicing that. Page number 36. There is a question, there is a paragraph given. The apostrophe is used here to talk about something that belongs to somebody or something, but it is also used to indicate the omission of a few letters, thus forming short forms or contractions. Don't is the short form of do not. Similarly, I am is the short form of I am. June 09 is the short form of June 2009. In this case, apostrophe indicates that some letters, numbers are omitted. Omitted, that means removed. Omitted means removed. Okay? Read the following sentences and identify the contracted forms. Rewrite them in long form. Yes. So one example I tell you. 1, 2, 3 sentences are given. Some contracted forms are there. You have to write in full length. Don't. First one, I don't know. No, I take the word don't. How can you write into full form? I have shown. Do not. Write as do not. Next, she replied. He is realistic. He is. What is that? He is. He is. He is realistic. So that is contraction form. So please try that. You can do. And of course your workbooks will help you. You please try to do it by yourself, and we'll meet you in the next class. Okay?